Hey everyone, Amber from the Vault here with a review of the 2020 PC colony sim Founder's Fortune, a game that truly embraces the spirit of the word colony. You control colonists who arrive on a new landmass populated by tiki goblins, whose design might remind some of the problematic depictions of tiki witch doctors in shows like Scooby-Doo Where Are You? From the 1960s. The game is set in a fantasy world with no strong time period theme, which may appeal to gamers who are tired of post-apocalyptic, medieval, or space-themed colony sims. I received Founder's Fortune as part of the Humble Choice membership for April 2023, but at the time of this recording, it is available on Steam for about $21.99 in the US. With an appearance similar to that of early 3D gaming graphics, the gameplay consists of instructing colonists to collect resources, build objects and buildings for your base, interact with one another to establish relationships, and to defend your base. You begin the game by choosing your map size and difficulty. You can customize this using the difficulty, sandbox, and advanced setting options. You can also choose your island's biome as well as the number of tiki goblin villages on your map. Note here that you can choose none so that you are arriving at a completely empty landmass, or you can choose many. Next, you'll design your first two colonists. You have a choice of a few hats, colors, facial appearances, and some outfits for your colonists. Interestingly, if you make your character a person of color, you are locked into using only the black hair option, unless you first design your character as someone who is white with a different hair color and then switch your character's skin color. Your character will then retain the hair color it had when you designed it as a white character. You can choose positive and negative traits for your character, with each positive quality taking away from your character points, and each negative trait allowing you to have more points to spend. Skills also take away from your character points, so it's up to you what you prefer to focus on. Once your colonists have been chosen, they'll arrive at the landmass occupied by the number of native tiki goblin tribes you selected previously. Each tribe has a different non-human skin tone ranging from green or blue to yellow or orange. Each occupies a small village where they can be seen hanging out with one another, cooking, sleeping, or relaxing. The tribes were majority non-hostile to my fledgling colony, but some tribes will become hostile and assemble raiding parties to attack your colony as the game progresses. These are typically equipped with wooden clubs or simple bows. Tribes can make demands of the colonists, asking for anything from resources to money as tribute. Paying these demands as tribute improves your relationship with that tribe. Colonists will work, eat, and sleep automatically, but you can control them in a way very similar to The Sims. Jobs available to your colonists are based on their skills and include farmer, forester, miner, craftsman, doctor, scholar, and soldier, which uses the combat skill. Your colonists will start with a few unlocked buildings and items, and you will have to unlock more throughout research. The first thing you'll be asked to do is establish your colonist professions. Depending on those skills that you chose for your initial two colonists, they will naturally be better at some professions than others. Each profession has associated tasks. Here you can watch a farmer plant crops to provide the colony with food, as well as attempts to tame wild cattle. Now, consistent throughout the game, the animations do leave room for improvement, notably here taming cattle in Founder's Fortune. Next, you'll need to be mindful of your colonist needs and wants, which will keep morale high. During my time with Founder's Fortune, my colonists asked for beds, items that would make life more comfortable or enhance research, and to build relationships with one another. After building a bonfire, new potential colonists will arrive on your landmass periodically. If you choose to welcome the migrants, they will be added to your controllable colonists. Despite the pop-up window saying a few migrants had arrived, I've only ever had one show up initially. Later in the game, traders will arrive periodically to trade with your colonists and will bring important items that you can use for survival, like medicine. Like most colony sims, anything you want to know about the game can be found in the in-game encyclopedia. Colonists can develop positive or negative relationships with one another with the opportunity to become best friends or even lovers. Eventually, lovers can have children to populate your island so that you don't have to rely on migrants. Colonists can also attack one another. Once they're knocked out, a colonist can be brought to a bed and provided medical care by other colonists. Regardless of who has attacked your colonist, if you are unable to reach a knocked out colonist, they can die from their injuries. Overall, Founder's Fortune focuses on base building, resource management, and city defense, and doesn't offer much unique or different from other colony sims. The game may appeal to players who are looking for something less time period themed, but it's important to acknowledge the game's problematic design of the island's indigenous inhabitants, the Tiki Goblins. While this may not bother some players, as this is an inclusive, positive gaming channel, I feel that it's important to note that these characters are based on harmful stereotypes of cultures who were colonized or exploited by the Europeans. With the game's theme being literal colonization, the character design feels worth mentioning. If you'd like to play Founder's Fortune for yourself, you can find it in the Steam store under Indie Games. If you like seeing game reviews here on the channel, let me know in the comments. This is the first official game review video I've actually made, and I'd love to know if you guys would like to see more of them. As always, thank you for watching, and remember that you are special, unique, and loved just the way you are, and the world truly is a better place because you are in it. I'll see you in the next one.